Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Refinement. On Wednesdays, we go live on YouTube. Every other day, we are private, Monday through Friday. And today's conversation is going to be about what do you actually want from eBay. So my theme in life and on my YouTube channel is make progress daily. But we have to know what we're making progress daily towards. Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to be able to spend time with your family and make a certain amount of money? Do you want to make a full-time living? Do you want to get rich? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to spend most of your day looking for things because your inventory system is bad? What do you want to spend your whole day doing? Let's talk about goals. Put in the chat what you want to work on. Let me know if my mic is too low because I'm working on the audio at home, which you'd think I would have set up by now. Let's see. Also, if you have other goals outside of reselling, let me know what those are too, because a lot of people want to make as much money as possible and be done with reselling so they can go do other things that they like. But if you do not have a strong why for life and there's nothing to do after eBay, eBay will take all day. Okay, you have to have a reason or a goal or an objective. Otherwise, you'll just do this all day. And as much as I like eBay, I don't want to do it all day. So Philip is saying he wants to buy a second house this year with eBay money. I have that goal too. I really, really like the concept that Tech and Sports has, which is use your eBay money, which is very active. It's a full-time sport, not full-time, full contact sport. Use that money to buy something more passive. He does real estate. I'm going to do some real estate. I have some stocks. I have some poorly performing crypto right now. So just put stuff into things that will go up. I'm not going to sell my crypto. Buy the dip to the moon in 30 years, not right now. So I don't plan on selling. James wants to be the sole provider of the house and to have children, or to have without needing the wife to work. Sole provider of the house. Okay, great. I also have that goal. Fantastic goal. By the way, the more of these goals that you have, the easier it is will be to reach your goal. So if you have a lot of things holding you to your goal, like you want all this stuff, it's much easier to stay on track. Matt wants to pay off his car in 18 months. Love that. If you make an extra car payment every time, I think you pay off your loan in 2 years versus 5. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it is exactly half. I don't know. Simple interest on car loans. Tiffany wants to make a full-time living. Then she wants to do something to allow her to be more mobile. Okay. eBay is not usually a laptop lifestyle business unless you have somebody who can ship for you and list for you, which is, it's a little difficult to make totally passive income eBay wise, but you could do extending your handling. But if you extend your handling, make sure you know your sales will go down slightly. They don't stay the same if you're not listing daily, unless you have like a draft bank. But if you want all that stuff, then we have something to talk about, because make progress daily means getting closer to where you want to go. Catherine, everyone in the chat, if you're just joining, smash the like button. Let me know in the chat, what do you want from eBay? And we'll talk about that. If any of these goals ring true to you, write those down. The more goals you have, the more you are a failure for not getting your work done, because eBay can deliver all of these to you. Catherine says goal from eBay is to pay off a home equity loan. I love that. I am going to do a short series on lean fire, regular fire, and fat fire, because in theory, you can get eBay to build enough passive income that you could only work for fun. And there's a lot of people who are retired in this group that are just doing eBay for extra money or supplemental money. They have pension or they have retirement. So if that's the case, then let's get you there. Landon wants to start business with his art. I love that. Right now I'm looking for, there's a lot of artistic people in my area and that have been applying for my job. And I don't know if this is a pro tip or not, but both of my listers are designers. They're both in the art field. So I find it's really easy to teach somebody in the art field how to frame a photo. So that's something. right? Now, teaching them structure is different because they're not usually into that. But so far, it's been good. I think a lot of creative minds do crave structure because the two ladies that work for me seem to be pretty happy. So they're able to start businesses with their art too. And I think that I would rather do art for fun than I'd rather do art for fun than have to do it for a living. So that's something to consider. Just to give you guys an idea, my videographer, she has an Etsy store, but she wants to just do it for fun and a YouTube channel. So she makes those lo-fi channel backgrounds. If you guys Google lo-fi beats and you look at those videos that have millions of views, she makes the backgrounds for those. She does that. She has her Etsy store, but she doesn't want to do it for a living. She wants to work for me full time. And this is so funny. If I don't have enough content to make on YouTube, she'll jump in on the listing photography station because she knows now how to do it because she's been filming me do it. And this is gonna sound crazy, but she's like, "Do you realize that your eBay process is like 5 minutes and everything else we talk about is fluff?" Yeah, most of my YouTube channel is pointless. Just most of it is pointless. Once you figure out how to list and ship, that only takes a few minutes. Then you're good. Then the rest of it is just entertainment. Shelly wants to make full-time money while still working. Okay, that's not necessarily greedy, but Shelly wants two full-time incomes. I like that. That's Jay Leno style. Save and invest one, live off of the other. I I think a lot of people do get that because you can save money really fast. You're saving at least 50% of your income when you do that, and that's an epic goal. Mary wants to save enough money to give her down payment to her three children. That's an epic goal. I would love to do that. It makes a huge difference in a child's life because if your parents give you your down payment, then all you have to do is pay the mortgage payment, which is similar to rent usually. That's a huge step up. If you can do that, Mary, I love that goal. Marcus wants to obtain assets that make passive income. Agreed. Um, I think if you can have everything in the asset column, it's really crazy because then you're kind of retired. I'm I think I have enough passive income to be lean fire. If I decided to only eat ramen and use the internet, I could retire right now. That's not quite the lifestyle I want though, so I have to keep working. Yesenia's debt free. eBay is paying down the home, so debt free except for the home, and to fund retirement and future travel. That's great. So, I mean, we'll talk about this more on the channel as the time progresses. But do people, when you're truly free, you still have like property tax and home insurance and other expenses? Do if you've made it, do you think that you have like a separate unit at your house that like you have a ADU unit or you rent out a bedroom or something and that pays for the property tax and um home insurance and other expenses? Do you like that, or do you want it to be completely separate from home? Your home is a paradise, nothing really the business at home. The reason why I say that is because a lot of people do a separate unit at home. It's really convenient to clean versus if you have a Airbnb somewhere else, that is obviously more work, or you might hire someone. um Melissa's asking how the baby is doing. She had a fever the last couple of days, so she hasn't been sleeping, which means I haven't been sleeping. But it's okay because I think anything under 102 degrees, you try to make it go down, and it's gone down. So she's been doing okay. Um, I'm gonna do some baby shorts too because the baby stuff has been really fun, and there's so much stuff I've been learning recently. So make progress daily, I think, applies to all areas of your life, and yeah, I think it's important. Deborah wants to use, oh, she wants to tell her ex-husband to keep the alimony and pay for his mental health. I love it. That's strong. I mean, I've seen that before. I've seen women or men decline the alimony, like, I don't need it. That's something, right? Imagine if you are independent in your household and you don't need the other person. There's some power in that, because that means you can just walk away from a bad situation at any time. I like that. I always joke that if I screw up, my wife could have a new husband in half an hour. I mean, that's how it is. You just got to be the best. So everyone wants to be with you. Let's see. John wants a business that's entirely his, and he's beholden to none. That's a beautiful place to be. Scott wants to work less, make more. It's easier said than done, but I love it. Julie wants to remodel her kid's bathroom. I love it. Minimum eBay, maximum life. Okay. That's like the live to work or work to live, right? What do you guys think? Work to live or live to work? Yeah, Matt, she's teething. Get this. She went from 2 teeth to 8 teeth in 1 week. So that's why she has the fever. That's a lot of teeth in a week. So she's I don't it's amazing. She went from 2 on the bottom.
My daughter was the same.
It's crazy.
Like all of her teeth came through in 10 days.
Yeah, this is amazing.
And yeah, she had a fever. She was not well, but it's normal, man. It's normal.
Yes, it's cool that so many parents know like what it could be. So I'm gonna be talking about this concept in the next couple of weeks too, which is called store rot. And so like we're looking at homes, and every single home in the Bay Area has a lot of dry rot because everything is super old. And somebody was explaining to me that dry rot starts to happen every time something is wet and is not dried, starts to create dry rot on everything. So I was thinking, in people's stores, if you have old listings that are not properly kept up or maintained, they're going to start to rot. They're going to start to destroy your entire store. You might have an entire store of rotting inventory. So I'm going to start adding in the 1% improvement. Go through your store every 100 days. If you do 1%, you won't even notice it. If you have 500 items in your store, it's only 5 items a day that you need to check. So keep doing that. No store rot. You'll be good to go. Maintaining it. And in the I guess in the property world, people prevent dry rot by painting, by sealing. You know, they redo stuff to reduce the dry rot. Let's see. Beth wants to fund her own health insurance. I love that. So husband can quit his job. I like it. Bring the husband home. That's a very common goal. A lot of people have that goal and then they don't do it. So if you have that goal, this is what I recommend you do. You write down by when. You're the wife. You want to bring home your husband from work. You write down on the shower. Husband makes $120,000 a year. I want to replace his income. I'm going to do it by write the date. If you don't do that, then you might as well not say anything, because everyone says that, but then they don't put a date and they don't put a plan together. And then now what is the point of saying it? You know, I want an 8-pack and $1 billion, but if I don't put a date, it doesn't work. Seth wants a fleet of robo taxis. That scares me because of the liability, but I do think that in the future, everything will be EV and everything will be. I mean, this is a separate topic, but how come is it possible for everything to be nuclear and electric? Why is that not like more talked about? Seems like there's a way to do that safely. JR wants to vacation in Costa Rica. I love it. Patty says frozen fruit. Okay. Frozen mangoes. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I worry about frozen mangoes being a choking hazard for her right now, but I'll check it out. Carol says she upgraded her membership on 118. You don't have access to the docs. So you do have access to the docs. Everyone does. When you click on the doc, I'll put the link in the chat.
Chris, there's like these they're like they have a net on it almost like mesh. It looks like it's almost like a big ring pop, but it has a mesh thing.
Yeah.
And you put the frozen fruit on it and you clip over it so the kids can chew on it.
Okay.
So it like numbs their gums and it's sweet, but they don't get they can't choke on it. So I would put like frozen cantaloupe in there, or mangoes, or like a bag of frozen fruit, and it numbs their mouth and it's sweet and they can suck on it.
I love it. Thank you. I will get one of those. Let's see. Cheryl says her youngest wants her new baby to wait to a year to get her teeth. I don't know why my baby has so many teeth. Seems like it's early for her. I don't know. Because my niece, she's 1 month younger and has no teeth, but she can crawl and stand up. She can't walk yet. And my daughter can't crawl. She's given up on it. So if we try to put her in a crawling position, she just tries to go to sleep. She doesn't like it. So she might just skip to walking. Apparently that's a thing, because she can hold herself up, but she can't crawl. I don't get it. I don't get it. Philip says the Navy guys who work through the nuclear have to wear a thing to measure their activity. That makes sense. So John says, just like desalination is possible, we don't want to spend trillions to make it happen. Well, we spend trillions on other things. So I think that hopefully one day we'll move towards that, because it seems like that's cleaner than coal. Natalie, she I think she's clever, which is worrisome for me, because I think babies know what to do to avoid having to do work. And Married to Reselling wants to take her eBay store on the road, maybe van life store. I hear that a lot, and we've kind of penciled it out. It's kind of hard. If I were to do clothing and I had a 1,000 item store and I sold 400 a month because I was very, very aggressive with pricing, then I would need 1,000 items in my van, which is 1,000 pounds. So I think that kind of affects the car. So maybe, or the vehicle. Maybe that people mentioned the toy trailer. You could park your store somewhere. Take it with you.
But what about shipping from different locations?
eBay doesn't like that.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you want to do? You want to live in your eBay store. So that's the sacrifice you have to make. You can't, well, actually, you can do this. So you could bulk edit your zip code, I guess. If I was doing van life, I don't know if I would want to go to a different city every day. I'd probably stay in one city for a month. I don't know. Do you guys? I don't have any experience with van life, but I don't think I would move that often. So I guess since you would have a small store, you could bulk edit the zip code every day or every month when you switch.
And that wouldn't be a problem.
I don't know. I don't think eBay likes your store moving around. It's confusing. Because, if you have 1,000 items in your store, but you ship from a different zip code every day, that's confusing. Let's see. Oh, Tom is saying you could do playing cards or collectibles. Yeah, I'm going to post a short today asking, because there's been a lot of interest in a sports card call or Pokemon card call. So I would like to facilitate, I would like to be part of that group. I don't know if I want to sell cards, but I'd like to listen to that and see how it works. Ryan wants his eBay to be semi-passive so he can retire from full-time work. I like that. I think, John, you should still pursue your dream of being a drone fleet. I think that will be the future. Let's see. The Wild Flipper wants to build the business for his son to take over. He's autistic and doesn't need the world's extra problems. Working for himself would be ideal. That's an interesting subject. When we did the trust for my family, which is, I'm assuming one day my trust will be worth a lot. It's not, but the lawyer said, don't leave your kids a business, leave your kids stocks and real estate and money. So that was interesting to me. They don't want your business potentially. Yes, working for yourself is great, but if your son had a bunch of money, real estate and stocks, he could also just make his own job or not worry about it. Lori says her daughter never crawled and graduated from Harvard Law School. There we go. It can happen. Let's see. Carrie wants to make enough money this year to quit. She has the exact day written down. Okay, I like that. They have a 4-year-old and they want to travel with her. So I love that. Because if you join the financial independent retire early group on Reddit, they always have a date. Oh, I'm gonna retire on February 30th in 2 years. Go ahead. So you could have a date for when you retire. All right, Chad, I'll get that guy. Oh yeah, that guy's cool. I'll reach out to him, and since he sells a lot on eBay, see if he or if anybody knows anything about that guy. I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to come on the channel and talk, or maybe he can facilitate the call. There's DC Comic 87 or something. Does anybody know that guy is listening right now? He sells cards on eBay. He's the number 23 seller on eBay. He does 4,000 new listings a day. He reached out to the group because I shouted him out. He seems like a cool person. Maybe we could see what 4,000 listings a day looks like. His business is way down though. I think the pandemic free money situation made cards go crazy. Let's see.
Hey, Chris.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
hey, I've got a question. Okay, so if you're planning on taking 2 weeks solid off, which is what we want to do at the beginning of June,
Yep.
would you put your store on sale or not on sale on vacation mode, or would you have somebody come in and ship for you while you're gone?
I would always pick somebody shipping for you if you can, because then your store doesn't need to stop. Do you want to take all 2 weeks off at the same time?
Yes, we want to go. Actually, the other question is, because you guys are talking about the whole toy haulers and traveling and stuff. That's kind of our plan, is we want to spend like half the year in Florida with our family and kids and half the year in Colorado. And we're trying to figure out, how do you do that running a store? And we do clothing for the most part. So I've thought about like really making it like only small clothing, like lingerie and bras and stuff, so they can come with us. But that's not really what I want to do either.
You don't want to sell bras and lingerie?
Not only because I don't know if it will if I'll be able to find enough of it.
Makes sense.
Because a lot of our thrift stores in our area, they just throw them out. Like, it's funny what you're talking about, having a date, because I recently made the decision I'm going back to work for 6 months.
Okay.
Because this is our full time and this pays our bills, and I want more. So I fear if I go back to work for 6 months and do this, I'll be able to create a savings by not touching any of the money that we make from here. This
is Joe, right?
Yeah.
So if you decide to, I like the idea of going back to work temporarily, because it's motivating to be like, I only want to be at work for 6 months to get, etc. I know we need to get Will more on board, more active in the store. But if you guys compound the store, you put the profit back in, then after 6 months, the store will be bigger. Because, my first thought is, why would you get a job when you can just grow your eBay store? But I understand sometimes it's hard to grow with cash flow.
That's his first thought. This is why this has been a year of going back and forth about this. And then I finally was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm just going to do this, And
well, it was because you were doing at the time, you were doing most of the work on eBay.
Right. And I mean, and we both do it. He is wonderful at pictures. He's way more, he just gets everything, and I'm kind of sloppy at them. So I've been getting better at that though. But as far as the listings, I mean, we're up to consistently 15 a day, still working on a draft bank. And I'm like, no, I need to move more and faster to get where I want to be,
Well,
so
we had an interview with another couple recently where the wife did everything, and the guy thought he was doing stuff. And when we did the scheduling, you can definitely grow the store if you really outline the responsibilities. Because if you want more, I guarantee you twice the eBay store would pay for the bills.
Right.
It's just you need systems to have twice as big of a store.
Right. Right. And
Um,
we're also really working, we have 3 kids. We have grandbaby number 6 on the way. And
Awesome.
yeah, awesome. Only, we are the only real active grandparents. So we get called on a lot, which is wonderful, which is part of the reason we are doing this. But unfortunately, sometimes that takes away from, oh, I got to watch the 2-year-old and pick the other ones up from school. Now it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm trying to get my listings in, and that's not working. So my goal right now is to be done before noon. Like I joke with my husband. I said, I just want to be like Bo, the guy in the group that's done like before the call.
Right. That's a really good goal. Be done by 6 a.m. or 7 a.m.
Yes. So, but I think a date, like when I start work, I'm going to be like, okay, 6 months to this day, I'm done. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. And that does motivate you to do the proper things so that you
Yeah, I
can be
love
there.
it. Yeah, that's I think that most people don't have a clear understanding of how long everything takes. And I think not today, but on a different day, I want to map out your schedule
Okay.
and we'll look at it, because I think that if you have grandkids, that's probably the best thing ever. So I would want to prioritize
Amazing.
that.
It's amazing.
So if it's amazing, then what I would want, hopefully when I am old, that will be and I make it that far. I want to prioritize that as my number one thing. So I would want all of my eBay to be done before my grandkids even wake up, and then
Right.
I have the maximum opportunity to hang out with them.
Right. And we're
Because,
super
yeah.
lucky because we're young. So we still get to have fun with them. I'm 44 and he's 47. So,
That's
and we
very
got 6
young.
grandkids. So we get to still play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, then you guys have already been busy before, so now you
Oh,
know
yeah.
to just
Oh.
be busy on different things.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not strong when it comes to a schedule. Like my husband is all about it. He's like, please, please, please. And I
No,
go,
but
oh,
you will be if you really
You-
prioritize your grandkids.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
You will be on a schedule if you really prioritize your grandkids,
Right.
because I don't want to be on a schedule, but I want all the stuff that comes from being on a schedule. So
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
The
No one
extra
likes
time.
a schedule.
Yesterday, I timed myself and I finished my listings by 12:06, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, it's 12:06 and I'm done, but I would like to be like Bo. That's my ultimate goal to be done.
Consistent.
Yes.
Okay, there's a couple questions in the chat that I want to address real quick. One is, I want to join the group, but I don't want to be on video. So this group right now has 116 people in it. Maybe 30 people have their video on. Most people don't have their video on. They just listen and type in questions. So if you want to do that, you can do that. You don't have to be on video. I'm going to go over the spreadsheet real quick. Somebody asked if they can do this without filling out the tax. Absolutely not. The whole point of this ledger, this challenge, is to record 100 items and figure out exactly how much money you're making, how the tax works, how the net profit works. You can start anytime, even if you have a store, just putting your next 100 items in here so you can figure out how eBay works. If you skip one of these columns, then you don't understand how eBay works. Figure out what all these different things mean and be like, wow, I sold this Patagonia cord holder and only made $5. Maybe that's not enough for me, so I won't sell that in the future. So you look at how much profit you make, you think about how long these things take to do. Then you decide, okay, I want to focus on silver bars, because that was easy. So whatever you do, that's how you organize it, but you can't skip any of this or it doesn't work. You have to know what all these numbers mean. And it will only take you a month to figure out how eBay works. And 99% of people will not do that. So Marcus is in the chat, or he's in the call today. And I was just thinking about personal trainers. If you just wrote down your activity and what you ate, and then you gave it to your personal trainer, they'd have a really good idea of what you need to do. That's it. So all you need to do for your eBay store for us to help you fix it is write down what you do. What kind of things are you listing? How long does it take? How much profit are you really making? Do you spend most of your time cross-listing? I'm going to make a very controversial video coming up soon about why I don't cross-list, but I'm going to keep it above the belt. I'm just going to be very fair and say why I don't cross-list. Yeah, I just want people to do the challenge for 100 items, not forever. It's not how I do taxes. I just want people to do it. I'll get the link for, actually, I'll put the link in the chat right now. If everybody wants to do this. And join the group, tag Cheryl. She has consulting available, pay for a couple of hours of consulting so you can figure it out. And hold on, let me get the link. Okay. So, okay. If, because I don't have grandkids yet, but I have a daughter and I would love to spend as much time with her as possible. So I don't, and okay, I figured out the exact time that's possible. So what I like the most about having a daughter is watching her wake up. So she takes 4 or 5 naps a day. If I can be there when she wakes up for all 5 of those naps, that would be the best, right? I know what I like the most. So you can optimize it for that. You don't have to, like, if I scheduled my listing right when she woke up, I would be miserable. So you want to make sure that you actually optimize whatever you want to do. So Aaron says when he started tracking everything line by line, really helped figure it out. Exactly. Just 100 items, just do it. And then once you have done it, then you'll know how eBay works. Deborah?
So I know that you don't like to cross list, and neither does tech. However, eBay, because I screwed up before I joined this group, actually almost a year ago, they're now suppressing my listings because I'm below standards.
Yep.
All my promoted listings are gone. So now I was making pretty much not a lot of sales, but like at least 2 sales a day. Now I'm not making any sales. I just started to list a bunch of auctions today. If I don't make any sales on eBay, I have no income coming in. But on Poshmark, I've been on there like you were for quite a long time. I've actually followed you for years and years. But if I stop listing on Poshmark, I'm going to have absolutely no income at all until my eBay builds back up. Should I just stop listing there completely? I know tech likes me on the Real, and I am on there too. They have my stuff, but I don't know what to do.
I know what to do.
Okay, let's do it, Chris.
So what you do is you have to rehab your eBay store because it's injured. Okay. So it can't run at normal capacity. So you have to fix it. Don't start another eBay store because eBay knows that you are trying to game the system. So just keep your eBay store. Below standard is just a numbers game. You have too many defects for how many items you have. So it's okay because we have to go back, and tonight is the $99 coaching call. So people who are in the higher level coaching, we do a little bit more in depth. Your system right now, we need to make sure there's no defects going forward. So when we fix your inventory system and your listing system, you can't have defects or you will get into this problem again later. So right now it's fine. What I would do is, how many items are you listing on Poshmark or eBay?
So on eBay, I'm trying to list. So I'm actually doing better. I'm up to almost 10 a day right now. I do have to still work on the weekends because I still have to pay my bills, but 10 a day right now I'm listing. I had to delete, don't laugh, I had to delete almost 50 items because I couldn't find them. I literally spent 3 days going through my inventory. I mean, we could go over this on my coaching call, but so I have 5 defects because of out of stock. 3 of them were from long before I even started really being an eBay seller, as you would call it.
That's okay. Back up for a second. You said, what's the total listings going on Poshmark and eBay each day?
Let's say between 8 and 10.
Okay. So let's say 10. If you're listing, let's say 8 actually. So let's go 8 listings on eBay and Poshmark, you're cross listing. That's fine. What I would do is just do that until your eBay store gets above standard.
Okay.
And then I would turn off Poshmark and use that energy to list 10 to 12 items on eBay and not have to worry about. So, okay, I think this is where people get caught up. If I list 8 items, why wouldn't I list on Poshmark and eBay? The reason you wouldn't do 8 on eBay and Poshmark is because you could do 10 to 12 on just eBay. That's why you would do that, because now you have 10 to 12 opportunities to make money versus 8. It's not equal. You have that's assuming you do 8 listings on eBay and then go take a nap.
Oh,
Instead
don't
of
take a nap.
the
I keep
time that you
going.
use the cross list, go back and do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. That's why people don't get it, because they don't think about more. Isaiah?
I just wanted to say, I think the other part of that as well is you're not actually listing 8 on eBay, because let's say if you have 3 sales a day on Poshmark, that means you're delisting 3 items per day on eBay. So it's more like you're listing 5 items a day.
Oh, you're right. However, here's what I started to do, because Tech last night on the call said maybe I should do this, is I'm going to try and do 5 auctions as well as 8 listings. Just the auction items are not going on any other site. So I'm doing the best I can. I don't have to work Monday through Thursday at all. So I know people don't like to spend all day doing that, but that's right. I didn't think of it that way until you just said it. Thanks, Isaiah.
I think that's a big part, that because like Nina just started doing eBay exclusively and her sales are starting to pick up. And that's also because of the month of January, of course. But still, I think if you're selling 3 or 4 items on Poshmark and you list 10 items per day, like 3 of those items got to get delisted. So your store is growing very small, like a small amount each day.
Also, Tech pointed out in the chat that the reason you're below standard is because you cross-listed and had to cancel for being out of stock. So if you didn't cross-list to begin with, you wouldn't have had those defects.
100%. That's correct.
So that's something that when you have, because it's impossible to sell on more than one platform and never have it. Okay, that's not true. If you sell really low volume, then you have enough time to go, when you get a sale, you check your phone and you go to the other platform and you turn it off. But if you're selling 10, 20, 30 items a day, you'll have items that sell on both platforms and you'll have defects. So a lot of people say, well, I'll just take the defect on Poshmark and ship it out on eBay. But eventually you will have one that sells on Poshmark that you've already shipped, and now you're screwed on eBay. So, and I just saw it. I have actually never seen it before. Somebody just sent me a screenshot of someone who had the option removed of buyer requested to cancel. So they were abusing the system. They couldn't find the item and they said the buyer's fault, but it wasn't the buyer's fault. And then eBay removed that button. I didn't realize that could even happen. I thought that was just like eBay could take the button away from you, but they did. This person canceled so many, and the Instagram post literally said, eBay's on to me. So I don't know why you would post that eBay removed that from you, but at least they're honest.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
How many defects can you get? I think is it 0.03% or 0.3%?
It's
0.3.
3%. It's 3%. It's 3% on one and 0.3% on the other.
3% is the late shipping. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's 0.3% on the other one. I can't think what it's called now.
And isn't it 90% or 80% for tracking validated?
95%? Is that right?
95% is for top rated, and then it's a lower threshold for above.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's like 80% or something like that.
So this is great, because if you decide to be in this group, you will always ship things on time. You'll always be able to find things. You'll be able to answer customer service quickly because you'll know how to do all these skills. So you'll be at 99.99. And in the event that there's a crazy snowstorm or tornado in your area and you miss 2 days of shipping, you're still top rated. That's what we want everyone to be at, like not bulletproof, but like 2 or 3 days of problems proof.
That being said, we're going to have a snowstorm.
Yeah, right.
And my mail person doesn't come. We have a long driveway, doesn't come down the driveway. Would you recommend that I change to 2-day shipping because it's going to be snow all day in Connecticut. And I don't feel like going to the post office on Saturday.
Well, I mean,
Could I
at
change
least
it to two? Could I change it to 2-day and then I wouldn't have a Saturday shipping?
there's no Saturday shipping to begin with, but you can change it to 2-day if you know there's inclement weather coming. That's actually very good. That's very proactive. Doing so it's very proactive. Knowing there's going to be a storm coming and then changing your handling time. Although eBay has been known to be forgiving when it comes to late shipping, whereas Amazon, Jack showed an email saying, "Hey, we know there's a tornado coming, but make sure you still ship on time."
Can I say something real
Amazon's
quick,
more
Chris?
ruthless. Go ahead.
So I had quite a lot of late defects. I don't usually get them, but I was shipping next day and I was getting a lot of late defects. And I rung eBay and I said, look, you know, I'm shipping on time. I don't understand why they're getting scanned late, but I'm shipping on time. And she put me on hold. And then she came back to me because it was right up at 2.88%. And over here, you can only have 3% on before you drop a seller level on late shipment. She took them all off because Royal Mail website had a notice on there saying they're short staffed due to COVID and parcels might be delayed. So it's worth checking your postal courier's website to see if they have information like that, because if they have information like that on their website, you can tell eBay that and they'll remove your late defects.
Okay. But I think I think I had 120 packages that scanned late because I can't remember what happened. Either they didn't pick up that day or for some reason my bag of stuff didn't get scanned and it didn't really affect my rating at all. So I think that is where everybody needs to be. So William is saying he doesn't have a Facebook group and is considering starting a new one to join. I would do that. I don't use Facebook except for that link. So I just save it. So Mark is asking a question and I'll just address this. So let's say the item is $100 and with tax it's $108. But since eBay only sends you the $10.99 on the $100, why do we care about the tax? I think I've mentioned this 1,000 times, but eBay charges you fees on the $108, even though you sold it for $100. So that's why you need to learn about the sales tax. So that's why, Mark, you have to record the sales tax so that you understand how the fees work. So you have to know how every single fee, every single button, what does every single thing do on eBay? You need to understand that. So eBay also charges a final value fee on shipping. So one thing I don't know, maybe if Tech's listening, he can throw in the chat. Does eBay charge sales tax to the customer on the whole transaction? I think they do, but I wasn't sure. I know we get charged on the fee on the whole thing, but I wasn't sure if the customer gets charged sales tax on the entire amount versus just the selling amount. I just wanted to clarify. Somebody had asked me that, and I had actually never looked that up. Scott says it's too much work to challenge all the defects. Agreed. You need to be in a position where you don't have to challenge any defects because you're too big and don't care. Okay, Kara says whole amount. So buyer, seller, they use the whole amount to pay sales tax, and that's important. Robert said when Hurricane Ida hit New Orleans, he didn't have any problems with eBay late shipments. eBay and all the buyers were very understanding. See, eBay is nice.
On the front page of eBay right now, in your seller hub, you're going to see a message that says, we did like exceptions for people that were affected by snowstorm Ida or something like that. If you go to your seller page, it's right there. So if you have a significant snowstorm that keeps you from going out, they're gonna hook you up.
So another question for people. Is it bad juju to sell a gift? For some reason, I have gotten a lot of that question. I think it's maybe people got a lot of Christmas gifts and they don't want it. There's no receipt. Is it bad juju to sell a gift that someone gave you? People are saying no. I just want to make sure because maybe it's not worth the bad juju. If it is, might as well just put it in your closet. Let's see. Okay, entire amount. Texas entire amount. No. So Mark is asking if I recommend putting the inventory in the sheet. I don't. I recommend just doing the 100 item challenge and then never using the spreadsheet again. I just want people to understand how eBay works. Once it works, I don't recommend you do taxes that way. It'd be too hard to do taxes line by line. Text says when you combine shipping, the sales tax goes down. When you combine shipping, you also only pay one transaction fee. So people are saying, oh, Melissa's mother-in-law made a scarf for her and she listed it on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe if somebody makes the gift for you, it's bad juju. Oh, Brian says donate for good juju. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Oh, a few questions in the chat about listing a bunch of cheap items to improve your defect rate. I don't have a problem with that, except for it's happened before where people sell a bunch of cheap items, have even more defects because they're not used to shipping that many items and they've just dug a deeper hole. So just be careful. If you're going to list cheap items.
Tech also made a point about shipping, listing correctly. It could be that your items are not shifting because they're not listed correctly. So if you stick a load of cheap items on and they're not listed correctly, then they're not going to sell either, and you're going to end up with just a load of crap in your store. So in the podcast, he was saying that, because we were mentioning about putting a load of DVDs on or CDs, and then it made me think, actually, he's right there. Maybe you need to go back through your old listings and check that the listings are listed correctly and learn how to list correctly. Then maybe list a bunch of cheaper things,
Mick Jodo, sorry, change the subject. Mick Jodo says there's no such thing as juju. I'm going with juju. There's definitely juju.
Hey, Chris.
Go ahead.
Hey, I know we did this for somebody else in the group, and that's why I brought it up. I haven't seen him on here in a long time now, but he had listed swimming suits or something like that. Everybody in the group kind of bought from him.
Yeah.
Just to push his numbers, but it was more or less in the group so she would know more or less that, hey, I'm going to get 10 orders today or 5 or 2 or whatever, just to help push her up.
That's not a practice that we condone, but I understand. But the thing is, I know people do that, and I guess it's not. You can do whatever you want, but I think that the downsides of doing that is eBay does pay attention, and I think that if you do something like I think you can lose your account if it's like artificial manipulation. So I don't know how they would know, but I think that they know because they ban people for shill bidding and price fixing. That's illegal. So I think something to do with, let's say you sell 10 items at X price. Are you setting the market for that item? And then is that considered price fixing? Because it's very suspicious that you post something and then 12 random people buy it immediately. I don't know though. I don't know how to.
Talking about like selling like $5 bills for $4.75 the other week or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. If you sold $5 bills for $5, I would buy all of them, and you would just lose the fee on shipping and the fee on shipping and the final value fee, and also I would be very scared to sell dollar bills without tracking number because you could just say you didn't get it. So ship with tracking if you're going to do this game. So, and if you lose $5 a sale, and it's worth it for Deborah to lose $5 on 500 transactions to get out from below standard and go to above standard and just delete Poshmark, maybe that's a small price to pay. But you can also just do what Aaron said and just discount your items, and you'll still show up on a rank even below standard. I'd like to see that. And somebody that's below standard, post your link and let's see if we can find it. Like how hard is it to find your item if you're below standard? Is it like literally gone?
I'll do it, Chris. Give me a second.
All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Carrie says it is against terms of use to do that? I know it's against terms of use because it's manipulation, but I'm just wondering how they would know.
It'd be really easy to tell because eBay gives you the same amount of traffic every day. Like your page
that's
views and
true.
stuff are the same.
That's
and
true.
she's gonna have a huge influx in like her items were found through outside things. Like we searched and found her item, and that's gonna be peculiar.
What was the manipulation again?
If you list items really cheap and people buy them, and okay, so here we go. I'm gonna try and find this. This is an Old Navy women's size small denim trucker jean jacket. So Old Navy jean jacket, size small. Let's see. It might have noticed that I looked at it. I'm not going to click on it because that will definitely manipulate it. Women, let's see. Button front. Okay. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, so it's not in the top 8. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. It has that. Okay, it's like on a mannequin.
I mean, I've done that with.
So here it is. Go ahead.
I've done that with books and CDs to get myself out of lower level ratings. It's like 1 or 2 a day, and it's different people. I never got in trouble.
5, 6, 7.
I mean, I've sold stuff for a
9,
penny.
10.
You know, just to get the feedback and get the rating back.
So Deborah's listing is number 41 in
It's not on my front page at all. I don't see it at all.
On best match, out of 52 listings, hers is number 41. So it is lower, but the way I shop is low to high. So let's go low to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. What, where did I miss it?
It's at the bottom.
Is at the bottom?
Yeah, these are, I didn't even get to revamp. I think it was at the bottom. I thought I saw it. It's not even there.
Oh, wait, maybe it's on page 2. Let's see. No,
I'm on page 3 and I can't find it.
Okay. So yeah, this is, but also more importantly is that you're priced way too high. Like, you would still show up if you were cheap enough. Wait, what is it priced at? It's priced at 25 plus. Okay, let's see. So yeah, that's interesting. It's suppressed. It's not even on my search.
It's not on mine either. I'm on page 4 right now.
That's wild. It showed up on best match, but didn't show up on low to high.
I think it's because you went to her store. Like I don't see it at all. I'm on page 5.
No, but I saw it in best match. Let's go to best match. Best match. It was towards the bottom. It was right there, right? This is it. But it's not even there, low to high. That's crazy.
Can you check the sold comps to see what the actual prices are?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. So yeah, it should be here in the oh wait, maybe it's, what's the shipping cost? Maybe it's even lower. All right, let's go to the solds.
Chris, I can tell you on while I was cleaning up my listings, I found a couple of really whacked shipping charges on a couple of my listings. Yeah. And I was paying for promotion, but the fact is that they were way, way down on the list because I'd screwed up on the shipping.
Okay, I lost your audio.
I screwed up on the shipping, so they went way, way down on the list.
Got you. This is very, thank you, Jen, for pointing that out. Any little thing can move you off the ranking, but look at how poor this category is. We're looking at, first off, this one is girls. This is girls too. This is women. So we've got 3 women's, and the prices are kind of around $20 total, maybe. And yours is at 25 plus shipping. So this probably won't sell at this price. And it didn't show up because also eBay can determine, you know what? We're not going to show this listing because it's priced too high. Right. And this person is below standard.
Right.
So that's interesting. I can't believe I can't find it. I wonder if people look at the in the chat are looking and they can see if they can find it or not. But literally, eBay removed it from my search.
Also, for some reason, on
let's see.
page 10, all of the jean jackets are by the same person, it seems. Like, this is some weird suppressed listing. There's like $24.99 for shipping.
Yeah, but even in her title, it doesn't say that it's a jean denim or jean or denim jacket until way, way in. She needs to say that right off the bat. Old Navy jean jacket or Old Navy denim jacket, then go into women in size. Because there's no way you're going to know what it is until you get to the end of the search, those title line.
Yeah. So Shiloh found it in the best match. I found it in the best match. I just couldn't find it on searching low to high, which is So let's see. Best match is what eBay thinks the customer wants to see. Low to high should be democratic, right? It's just whoever literally is low to high. There shouldn't be any ranking. So, but if eBay doesn't like you, then because you've been doing a bad job, maybe they suppress your listing in the low to high, which would tremendously affect your sales because so many people search low to high. I search low to high. So let me ask the chat, how many people buy off of the best match and how many people buy off low to high? How do you shop?
Low to high.
I mean,
low to high. Low to high.
Low to high.
High to low? Anyone?
High to low.
Yeah. Well, when you're, yeah. I've done that occasionally for like collectibles, but I can tell you, I've gone all the way from below standard to top seller, and it is a slog. I can tell you because I mean I was checking from another account, and my listings weren't even visible. I had stuff with like one listing a month, one view a month on some stuff, even though I was the lowest price.
Wow.
So why don't I try this, Chris? Why don't I take that item after this chat? I'll put it super, super low because honestly, I don't care. I've had it forever. I haven't even gotten to redo it and see what happens maybe in a couple of days if it shows up higher in the listing.
Well, here's the my concern. What if you do a 50% off sale, right? And then a bunch of those items sold on Poshmark. That, you know what I mean? Because we don't know if there are other defects in the store.
Well, here's what I'll do. I will spend the next few days. I will take all those products off of Poshmark because I have more on Poshmark than I do on eBay and see what happens.
Yep.
You know, I've been adjusting. It's taking forever. First I deleted and I've been adjusting them, but we could try an experiment, see how this goes. We could help other people who are below standards because it's very frustrating because they make it very difficult for you to get back up because if they suppress your listings, how are you supposed to sell?
Yeah. So there's actually quite a few people who search by best match, and that would explain why Poshmark works. Because why would sharing matter if people search low to high, but apparently they're not? So that should be revealing for people. You want to show up in best match and you want to show up in low to high because people do both. So
If you
can't just do one or the other.
If you have more on Poshmark, why don't you move them over to eBay? Even for if you don't have a cross listing, just move everything over and then you'll increase your store size and you can be done with Poshmark.
I have been. It's just that my listings on eBay are horrible. So I had to first make sure I had everything. Now I'm fixing the listings a little bit every day and adding listings, but I'm not going to add, starting today, I'm not going to add anything else to Poshmark. I am going to try to transfer everything over, but I want to do everything in the steps the way Tech and I had talked about in the beginning is I had to first make sure I had everything, which I now have. Then I'm going to transfer it over and add every day. I need to get out of below standards. It's definitely killing me.
So I have a question for everyone, and then we'll end on this question. That Old Navy denim jacket only had 2 sold in the women's. One was 21 plus shipping. The other one was like $20 plus shipping, but a best offer was accepted. what would you guys price this jean jacket at? So, like I said before, I don't really care what you paid for the jacket. What do you guys price this jacket at? There's a lot of them. There's 67 of them for sale, and you want to move it and you're trying to get your account back up. What do you price this jean jacket at? $14.99, $8.99, $9.99.
$10.
$10 for Thomas.
No, I wouldn't.
What
Nope.
would you do, Jen?
Sorry. $15.95 plus shipping.
Man, you guys don't know desperate. You guys don't. If I'm desperate, 99 cents plus shipping, it's gone.
I would have done
Old Navy
$4.99.
jackets. I've sold more than a dozen Old Navy jackets, and I've never gotten less than $18.
Okay, but I'm saying, but are you desperate and below standard?
Put it on auction for a penny and let it roll. Free shipping.
I hate auctions. You have to wait.
No, to do 7 day or 5 day.
I don't want to wait 7 days. I want it sold today. If I'm desperate, I
I'm
think you guys
amazed
don't.
at how different the prices are.
I think you guys don't understand what desperate means. Desperate means like you're hungry and you want a sandwich today. I don't want to wait a week to eat.
And do a penny auction, free shipping 1 day.
No, why would you do an auction if you want money now?
$5 money. She wants feedback and ratings.
Right, but so you want it to sell today and you want to get it out in the mail today so you can get your feedback rating as soon as possible.
Right.
Auctions is different. It's not auctions is like for a rare, unique item or
All right, 99 cents then, free shipping. Done.
Okay.
So you're willing to lose money? Is that the deal?
Me?
Basically pay to get, yeah. Are you thinking to pay money? To
I
get
am,
down
because
back to
you
standard?
you have to pay the price because you're below standard. So I'd rather pay it now.
A
I'd pay
dollar
it
off
now.
isn't going to do it. A
The
dollar
cheapest
off's not
way-
going to move it.
The cheapest way would be media, but it's not the fastest way because it doesn't sell the fastest.
And don't forget to promote the item.
You can't when
Promoting-
you're below
Yeah,
standard.
you can't when you're below standard.
Can't ship
Why don't you just
international
list
either.
better items than Old Navy
There,
jackets?
there we go. That's also improvement, especially with the stuff that you have. If you're a Neiman Marcus kind of lady. Old Navy.
All
needs the-
right, I'll
old-
start pulling that crap out.
Yeah, if you're a Neiman Marcus lady and you find Old Navy in your store, I would do 99 cents. I don't care. I want to get my store above standard
Yeah.
immedially.
Not only that, but she'll
can I
sell
just-
it. She'll sell a jacket and she'll get a rating for selling in clothing, and it'll help her clothing rating later if she sells.
See,
sells.
this is a good question, and we will end this. So, Deborah, before tonight, you need to figure out how many sales you need to get back above standard, so we can quantify how much of a spanking you need to take. That's all.
I'm
We'll
willing to
figure it
take a
out.
spanking, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, but we need to know just how much because you don't have to be in pain forever. All right, appreciate you guys. That was a good call. If you guys want to join the group, it's in all my videos, and we'll see you guys.